sacarle provecho a. Sacarle provecho a. Sacarle provecho a. What does this mean? Sacar, this first part, that's a verb. That's a verb. And it means, of course, it has more than one meaning. Sacar means to take out. For example, saca la basura, take out the trash, okay? Or remove in general, if you want to remove something. But we're talking about moving that something outside, okay? Also, if you, for example, want to get, it can also mean to get or obtain. For example, I could say get good grades in Spanish. I can say sacar buenas notas or saca buenas notas. Sacar, that's the verb right there. Also, to release or publish, we're talking about books, we're talking about magazines and all of that. So, for example, I can say, sacar un libro, to publish a book, okay? And it has other meanings, but those are some basic meanings of the verb sacar. Sacar, this means that, you can actually just say sacarle. You can use le in these situations. When using this phrase, this can go before the verb, but just separate, okay? Or it can be part of the verb, sacarle, okay? So you can use le in this situation. And provecho, you can say provecho by itself, provecho, and that means it's just a way to say enjoy your food. If you are at a restaurant or with your family, you can say provecho, just enjoy your food. You can hear this very, very often for sure in Spanish. And means a bunch of things. It can mean to, okay? It's pretty much, it's a preposition. So it can mean to or at in some situations. When talking about time, a las 10 de la noche, at 10 p.m. Or, for example, you can say, voy a ir a la tienda. Voy a la tienda. A means I'm going to the store. Voy a la tienda, okay? It can mean a few other things, but that's like the basic meaning of this preposition, a. Sacarle provecho a. What are we talking about? We're not talking about saying enjoy your food in Spanish or something like that, or taking something out. What are we talking about here? The meaning of this phrase is to take advantage of, specifically a situation. Okay, so for example, you have some free time. You need to take advantage of that free time. You might do whatever you want to do during that time, but a lot of people take advantage of their free time, right? So we're talking about that. You need to spend your time in a wise way, smart way. You want to either rest or do groceries or learn something new, learn a language like we're doing right now, or you're doing, I already know Spanish, but you know what I mean? We're talking about that, just to take advantage of your time and even a situation. Okay, so let's look at some examples using this phrase. Le sacamos provecho al buen clima y fuimos a nadar. Le sacamos provecho al buen clima y fuimos a nadar. Do you know what nadar means? Nadar. Nadar, it sounds like nada, but we're not talking about nada. We're talking about nadar. That's a verb. So this means we took advantage of the good weather and went swimming. So that's smart. That's smart. If you see that the weather is nice outside, why not just go for a swim? Go for a swim. So let's break this down. Let's see how this sentence works. Le, do you remember I talked about le a second ago? You can use le in this when using this phrase. So you can use it before the verb as a single word, separate. Le. And then we have the verb sacar. Sacamos, le sacamos. Essentially, you're saying nosotros, which means we. We don't need it there, but it's there. It's there. You don't see it, but it's there. So nosotros, you can say, of course, nosotros, right? And that means we. But when you say le sacamos, specifically, let's include the whole phrase. Provecho a. Le sacamos provecho a. That means we took advantage of. Okay? Sacamos, le sacamos. Sacamos can be used in present tense. Sacamos. Or it can also be present. It depends on the situation. But in this situation, we're talking about what you did. So, le sacamos provecho a means we took advantage of something. Now, we have not only a, we have al. Let me tell you why. Why? Because when you have el in Spanish, which means the, it can also mean he, right? But we're not talking about he, we're talking about the. When you you won't see this in Spanish because that's wrong. But when a and el happen to be together in a sentence, they become one word, al. Okay? Why? Because a el means of the. But a el is wrong. So we need al, and that means also of the. Okay? Of the. So, al buen clima, buen, it's similar to bueno. Okay? It means the same thing, but buen is used before the noun. Bueno is used after the noun, okay? Clima is the noun. So when talking about weather, you gotta say buen clima. You can also say el clima bueno, but it's more often to say buen clima. Buen clima means good. Buen means good. Clima means weather. Buen clima means good weather. Y and fuimos. Nosotros fuimos. We don't need nosotros. Fuimos. We need fuimos. And fuimos means we went. We went somewhere. You can say fuimos a la tienda. We went to the store. Okay? But in this situation, we need to include fuimos a nadar. Fuimos a nadar. That phrase right there means went swimming. We went swimming. Okay? So, nadar is a verb and it means to swim. Yo nado, I swim. Tú nadas, you swim. So, nadar means to swim. But the phrase, if you say fuimos a nadar, went swimming. That's what it means. Fuimos comes from the verb ir, okay? It's past tense, fuimos, nosotros fuimos, we went somewhere, okay? And yeah, you can say vamos a nadar, let's go swimming as well. So a nadar refers to, swimming pretty much. Vamos a nadar, fuimos a nadar, quiero ir a nadar, and that means I want to go swimming, okay? Quiero ir a nadar. Or quiero nadar, I want to swim, okay? So a nadar just refers to the action of swimming, okay? It can also be, by itself a verb. You can say, nadé ayer, I went for a swimming yesterday, okay? Or él está nadando, he is swimming. So, interesting. Le sacamos provecho al buen clima y fuimos a nadar. We took advantage of the good weather and went swimming. Good. Okay, let's continue. The next example is sácale provecho al. Again, we have al fin de semana y descansa. Sácale provecho al fin de semana y descansa. This means make the most of the weekend and rest. Oh, I forgot. Sacarle provecho a also means to make the most of. Sorry about that, but yeah, it can mean to make the most of or just to take advantage of. So, let's break this down. Sácale is a command. That's a command. And when we include the rest, sácale provecho a. By the way, this doesn't change. This can change if you have el after. Okay? Just like I said before. If it has el after, then it becomes al. Okay? Tú sácale provecho al. That means, we don't need tú, by the way. Tú means you, of course. You're giving the command to you, singular. And that means, sácale provecho al means make the most of. We don't have the. Why? Because this includes the, because we had el, and el is gone. It became al. So when you say al, means of the. Fin de semana. Fin means end. De semana. Of, pretty much you're saying end of week. End of week, that's the literal translation. But fin de semana as a phrase means weekend. Okay? Semana means week. And descansa. Descansa means to rest. Okay, comes from the verb descansar, which means to rest. But when you say descansa, you can say just that by itself to someone, descansa. And that means get some rest. It's similar to saying get some rest. Descansa. Okay, so interesting. Remember, sacarle provecho a can mean to take advantage of your time or a situation. For example, good weather. You have a situation where you have good weather, so go swim, go swimming. That can be something good. Swimming is great. I love it. And it means to make the most of. So remember that if you want to use this phrase, you need to know the conjugation of the verb sacar. Remember to include le, because it's very likely that you will use it. We don't have it here, so it's sometimes you use it. If it's a command like this one, you don't need it, right? But if you're just saying, hey, we took advantage of the good weather, or he took advantage, él le sacó, okay? So remember that. Provecho a, that doesn't change. The only thing is, if you have a and él, then it becomes al, okay? Remember that. Easy breezy. Easy breezy.